Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, myrenovation.net. Now, let us start our first chapter. Should I renovate? Phase 1, initiating. Before starting our first chapter, I would like to go over one slide from my first video, just in case you didn't have a chance to watch it. This slide explains the outline of the channel and sections that I will be presenting. Today we will be talking about first chapter, should I renovate? Phase I, initiating. You will notice 101 in the title of this video, meaning chapter 1, section 1. So when we talk about chapter 1, phase 2, you will see 1.2. Chapter 1, section 1, should I renovate? Phase 1, initiating. There are many reasons that could motivate you to renovate your house or your business. I'll be discussing 5 of these reasons. 1.1, improve home value. And that is what we will be discussing today. 1.2, preparing for retirement. Get your home ready for your retirement. A few examples are creating a master suite on the first floor, make an easy entry into your house, widen your doorway, install non-slip floor, install exterior ramp or interior ramp, install elevator. So in this actually section, we will be discussing all of this preparation for retirement. Some of these preparations related to exterior renovation and some related to interior. So we'll be talking about the interior and the interior renovation part and the exterior in the exterior renovation part. Number 3, increase the efficiency of the home by going green. Going green is a huge thing in California because of the Green Building Code. So in this section, we will be talking about the green saving improvement and how to apply for green home grant and high efficient HVAC system and solar panel. We also, for the people who are living in California, we're going to be talking about the mandatory requirement for Green Building Code and all the forms that you need to be aware of in order to apply for new or renovated project. Number 4, making it better. Making it better, you have to make your house better, feel better, how to make your house looks great with so little money or just no money at all. Number 5 is fixing safety issues. Fixing safety issue should not just be related to motivation. This is, sometimes it's a mandatory. So you have to fix, whenever you have an issue related to safety in your house, in your building, it has to be fixed immediately before the small problem get bigger. So fixing safety issues, in this part, we will be talking about drainage issues, wiring, electrical wiring issues, roof drainage issue, heating, electrical, plumbing, structure issues, poor maintenance issue. So we'll be talking about a few of these safety issues. Now, when it comes to improve your home value, there are many reasons to improve your home or your business value. In this video, we will be talking about 3 main reasons. Reason number 1, you feel that your house worth a lot less than your neighbor house. So, of course, like you want to renovate your house, improve it, so you bring the value up. Reason number 2, sales potential. You want to sell your house, so you want to make it look good. You want to fix any issues, any safety issues, so you can put it for sale and you get the most on your return. Reason number 3, inflation. We'll talk a little bit about inflation. So these 3 reasons, we will discuss them a little bit more in the coming slides. And also we're going to be talking about how to determine the value of your house. Now let's talk about the first reason. Here, what I did, I snipped the reasons. So by this way, as we're talking about each reason, you can actually refer to the overall slide. Reason number 1, you feel that your house worth a lot less than your neighbor's house, and you have extra funds. So you want to increase the value of your house. It makes sense because any money you put in your house, the return on the investment usually at least 2 times. So if you put $10,000, of course, like a proper renovation, and I'll talk about this in a few slides in the coming. So if you put $10,000, the return on your investment will be approximately $20,000. Reason number 2, sales potential. So you want to put your house for sale. So there are 6 home remodeling that deliver the highest return. Garage door replacement, exterior stone veneer. You can tell here, look how nice the exterior is stone and how the house looks nice. So this is a huge improvement. Kitchen and bathroom remodeling, new windows or fixing the existing windows, new siding, and landscaping. Landscaping, huge part also when it comes to home, improve home value. You can tell here that the contrast, the nice harmony between the landscaping lawn and the house, make the house looks very clean and crisp. Number 3 reason for the reason to improve your home value is inflation. Should I renovate when the inflation is high? Rising inflation is a hot topic these days. Is inflation a problem when it comes to renovation? And if so, who will feel the most pain? Inflation, what is inflation? Inflation is an increase in the price level of goods and services throughout a specific time frame. So the price has gone up. Inflation can happen when price rise due to increase in production costs. So you're making the same stuff for more money, such as raw materials and wages. Raw materials, lumber prices skyrocket, pushing up housing costs. This graph here is showing the GDP per quarter from quarter 2 2017 until quarter 1 2021. You can tell here the GDP is normal GDP growth, and then a little bit of dip in the beginning of the pandemic, and then huge dip in the middle of the pandemic, and then recovery, and then back to normal GDP ratio. Now, since we're talking about inflation, so what are the major causes of inflation? There are many causes that affect inflation. I'm choosing 5 important causes that I will be talking about in this video. Number 1, growing economy. 2, expansion of money supply. 3, government regulation. 4, managing the national debt. 5, exchange rate changes. Now, again, like I snipped the major causes of inflation, so we can also refer to it as we're going through the causes. Number 1, growing economy. In a growing economy, unemployment drops and wages usually rise. As a result, more people find themselves with more money in their pocket. So people, they're making more money, so they spend, and they still have extra money with them. This extra money, they spend it on luxuries as well as necessity. So when you have extra money in your pocket, so what you do, you start to spend this money on the necessity, whatever you need, and then the remaining you start to spend on luxury items. This high demand allows suppliers to increase price. So you're buying more stuff. So the suppliers realize, well, I can sell more. People, they still, I increase it by like 1%, it's still selling, 2%, it's still selling. So the price keep climbing up, which in turn leads to more jobs. Well, the suppliers, they want to produce more stuff. So in order for them to reduce this extra stuff, materials or whatever they are producing, so they need more people, so more job created, which put more money in circulation. So people, they have more money and go back and they buy the necessity, and whatever left, they go back, they spend it on the luxuries. Healthy inflation rate should be between 2 to 3%. That's the normal inflation rate. In 2021, the Federal Reserve targets a 2% annual inflation rate, but it did not happen. Unfortunately, the Fed targets did not work. Before going into specifics, I am sure that everybody agrees with me that we are not in a 2% inflation rate. I believe that the inflation this year will reach up to 10 to 15%. Now let's talk about the current US inflation rates from 2000 until 2021. It's 2000 until 2021. First, let's discuss this graph. This graph is showing the current inflation rate from 2011 until 2021, until the beginning of 2021. You can tell here, the beginning of 2021, we are at 5% inflation rate. And if you look here at the 2021, so we started the year very good, 1.4, 1.7, 2, 4, and now we are 5, and I think it just keep climbing, probably will reach 10. So inflation is going up, material is going up in price, lumber, crazy, going up in price. Not just a crazy, it is a scary crazy inflation for the price of the lumber. Look at this graph here. Look at the lumber price from 2014. It's going like normal. And then 2016 it started to go up and then down. And then the pandemic started, we're ending the pandemic, and look at what's happening here. So from almost like 225 all the way to 1610. CPC on April 2nd, 2021, record high lumber prices add as much as $30,000 to the cost of building a house. CNBC after hours on June 15, lumber prices soared 275% in the pandemic, shutting out home builder. Of course, like you cannot give an estimate these days, because you give an estimate for 30 days, after 30 days with this crazy increase, your estimate is like, it doesn't make any sense. CNBC on June 16, 2021, how historically high lumber prices hold back new home construction because they don't want to build. How they're going to buy the lumbers today at 1610? Like everybody sure that it will go down, because this will never going to be sustained. It has to go down. So now if you build the house based on 1610 and then after like a month when it goes down to like 800, what you're going to do with this house? The cost is too high. It will not going to sell. It will stay in the market. Now we're still talking about the major causes of inflation. Number 2, expansion of the money supply. And expanded money supply can also drive demand pull inflation. This happens when the Fed prints money at a rate higher than the growth rate of the economy. And that's exactly what's happening. The Fed keeps printing money, stimulus money, PPP money, grant money. Government regulation. The government can impose new laws or tariffs that make it more expensive for companies to produce goods or import them. So the government put tariff, just exactly what's happening between the China and US conflicts. So this tariff, who's paying for this tariff? We are paying for every single tariffs that the government put. It just keeps going in a circle and comes back to us. The California Building Industry Association estimates tariff have added 20 to 30,000 to the cost of an average sized new homes. So just because of the tariffs, here we're not talking about inflation. I know that tariff could affect the inflation because the price go up. So it's all connected. But the main thing is that the cost of building and renovation home increase as a result of this tariff on materials. So ongoing dispute with China has already touched many of the raw materials. And as I explained in the previous slides, especially when it comes to lumber, the 25% tariff on imported building materials that went in effect, I believe was last May 2020, has been called a 2.5 billion tax on housing. So who called it that way? The National Association of Home Builders. They call it a 2.5 billion tax on housing. So everybody agreed that tariff causing the China and US tariff. Not just China, I'm just saying China because that's mainly in the media, but there are tariffs all over the places between US and Canada, US and Europe, US and China, everywhere there is tariffs. Number 4, for the major causes of inflation, managing the national debt. National debt skyrocket caused inflation. National debt, why? Because printing. Exchange rate changes. So when the value of US dollar dips in relation to foreign currency, it has less purchase power. So the value of the dollars, whatever you take $100 and you're going to spend them in whatever, in grocery and luxury and anything, this $100 you cannot buy the same stuff with it. So in the other word, imported products become more expensive to buy, so the cost goes up. Now we talked about the 3 reasons of improve home value. Now let's talk about how can you determine the value of your house. It is important to know the value of your house when thinking about sales potential. A few ways to find the value of your house. Use online valuation. Use the FHFA, which is a Federal Housing Finance Agency price index calculator. Hire a professional appraiser. Use comparable properties. Now let's talk about each one of these 4 items. Number 1, use online valuation tools. This again, I snip it here so you can see which one we're going through. This is here, this is how to improve. So we are in D. How can you determine the value of your house? And here D, it is important to know the value of your house. And this is the ways how to figure out the value of your house. Use online valuation, it's very simple. Just go on Google or any search engine and type how much is my house worth. You will get so many tools that you can actually use it. Number 2, use the Federal Housing Finance Agency price index calculator. This is a link for this website, and this is exactly how the website will look. It's a very nice website. You will be asked for a very little information regarding your property. You will be asked for the state, purchase, and valuation quarter, and purchase price. Again, this is a very nice website. Make sure to navigate all the tools on the left side of the screen, this right here. Once you log in, you'll see and be able to click and you get all kind of nice information. Number 3, hire a professional appraiser. Hiring a professional appraiser is the way to go, but of course, it will cost money. In California, to become an appraiser, you must meet the following criteria. You have to be at least 18 years old, complete 150 hours of coursework, apply for an initial appraiser license, pass the background, pass state license, work 2,000 hours as a real estate appraisal trainee. The reason why actually I'm showing this criteria, so you know that when you hire an appraiser, actually it is not that easy to be an appraiser in California. So that's why most of these appraisal companies or people, they are very good and very knowledgeable people. But now you want to hire an appraisal. So how to choose a house or a business appraiser? Number one, look for someone with experience appraising your property type. There are so many property types per California Building Code. There are 13 different types: assembly, business, education, factory, high hazard, industry, labor, mercantile, residential, storage, utility. But here, like, all what you should be concerned about here is residential and commercial, because either you have like a residential property or commercial. If your property is residential, so now is it like a single family, multi-family? Is it an apartment? Is it a condo? Side by side. So hire the appraisal company that has the experience in this area. Request a recommendation from real estate agency. It's a very good idea to do that too. Ask a question based on appraisal and your appraisal needs. You know what you're looking for, what you need the appraisal for. Is it just for yourself, for sales, for whatever reason? Just discuss it with your appraisal company. They will be able to help you. And as you discuss and talk to several appraisers, then you will be able to sense who's good, who's looking after your property and your interests. And by this way, you will be close to choose a very good appraiser. The last item here is confirm the license or certification. This is a must. Now, number 4, use comparable properties. That's how to find the value of your house. Use comparable properties. Comparable comps, we call it comps. Comps is used in valuation, where a recent sold asset is used to determine the value of a similar asset. There are several additional resources to find comps. Public property record. If you want to find the sale price of the specific comparable, the county that the house located in usually keep those records. Search on Zillow. So search on Zillow. This is a Zillow website. I'll explain to you a little bit. It's a very nice website that you can navigate and you can get comparable, and also you'll be able to figure out the value of your house. So now this is the end of this video. Improve home value. Next video, we will talk about preparing for retirement. So please make sure to subscribe to my channel. When you subscribe, you will automatically get personalized notification. Also, please, if you can tap the notification bell to receive notification for uploads and live stream. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a good day.